What's up, guys? I'm Chase.
And I'm Landon, and today we're going to be giving you everything you need to know about the exciting Nike SB Dunk High Pro Magnus Walker and Ishod Wair collab and how to cop. All right, so first, thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. Now let's start off with the basic info for this release before we move on. So this Dunk High collab is going to be set to release next Monday on June 21st with a retail price of $120. And that release time is going to be set for 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern time on the Sneakers app, and then on some other sites that we're going to get to in just a second. And then once again, just be sure that you're ready to enter your size right whenever the clock hits the hour, but Sneakers may also use that draw format, which will give you up to 10 minutes to enter your size as well. And then for sizing, these are only showing men's sizes right now, and I pretty much would expect that to stay the same, but if more sizes do become available, I'll be sure to update that for you. But that pretty much covers the date and the time, so let's move on. All right, so now we're going to check out the design and the hype on this release, and then of course you're going to have some of the hype generated from that Nike Dunk High model, but the collab is what makes this shoe money. So let me go ahead and explain what is going on with the shoe design, just by kind of informing you about the two people who kind of teamed up on this shoe collab. So this is kind of like going to be cookie cutter information that I'm kind of taking from research, so you don't have to do it yourself. So you can just kind of listen if it's interesting to you. Otherwise, the important stuff about how to cop these shoes is going to be coming up in just a second, so just bear with me. So Ishod Wair is pretty well-known skater, and he picked up the hobby around 9 years old and then later turned that into a career, with most of his success coming around like the 2010 to like 14 stage. But whenever he isn't using his skateboard, he also he's also like kind of deep into cars and stuff like that, and that's where Magnus Walker, like the other member of the shoe collab, comes in. So Magnus is like an auto enthusiast in Los Angeles who is a longtime friend of Ishod Wair, and this specific colorway is like directly modeled after a German sports car that was made famous in the film Urban Outlaw, and you can actually see like the parallels from that car all over the shoe. So whether it's like the 277 on the side of the shoe that comes directly from the car, and then you have Urban Outlaw showing up a bunch of different places, like on the upper, on the inside of the tongue. It's just a really sweet design. And then these even feature like a wear away material that's going to reveal gold color over time, which is the base color of that car. So I'm really loving these shoes, like especially with like the plaid interior of the Dunk Highs. They just like really didn't leave out a single detail. But that covers the design and the hype on these, so let's move on. All right, so for raffles and reservations, there aren't any options available at the time of this recording, but there is still a really good chance that some skate shops may get these in and start raffling them off, and then some online raffles could pop up as well. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on the How to Cop side of our website, which is www.shoeware.co, where we will be updating raffles every single day as they continue to open up and as they continue to close. So you can always refer back to this video as well, because we are going to leave a link to the description, a link in the description to our blog post, and that's just another way that you can access that part of our website. But now I'm going to let Chase take over so he can let you know what sites are releasing these, what the aftermarket looks like, and your best chance on how to cop a pair.
Thanks, Landon. All right, now I'm going to tell you which sites are dropping these Dunk Highs and at what time. So at the time of this recording, the only site that has publicly announced that they're releasing them is Nike Sneakers. But usually with any SB Dunks, either low or high, there will be some skate shops that could receive some stock. If you want to know which skate shops are getting them in your area, definitely visit nikesb.com/shops. And just to let you know, only the orange label shops will be able to get them. If there are some skate shops that are going to be releasing them online, it's usually in the form of a raffle. So like Landon said, definitely check out our website before the drop day for the most up-to-date info. But moving on, let's look at the average sale prices on the aftermarket. Now, as a disclaimer, the prices you see could change as we move closer to the drop, but also on our blog post, there will be links to all of the marketplaces for you guys to check closer to the release date. But starting off, StockX is at an average selling price of $1,400. GOAT's sitting at $1,500. eBay currently doesn't have any sales, and Flight Club is also at $1,500. As for the stock, I predict the stock to be super low. Normally for an SB Dunk, either high or low, they usually are limited stock, and the stock is distributed between only Nike and some skate shops around the United States. If you are lucky enough to have a skate shop in your area that is releasing them, you actually might have a chance to cop. Nike recently switched up the stock to favor skate shops instead of Sneakers app, so I have been seeing some more success with skate shops. Now, for my resale prediction, I predict that after the release, prices should be around $700 to $900. That's going to net you a profit of $400 to $600. Now, should you hold or sell these dunks? Before giving my opinion, I'm going to assume the hold duration that you're going to be holding on to these for is more than 3 months. Now, my recommendation is to hold. I mean, just look at this colorway alone. It's something that you've never seen before. They are truly a work of art. I don't even need to mention the hype or even the factor of resale prices currently. This sneaker is an obvious hold, and I can't imagine what the resale will be in a year. But if you are lucky enough to cop, definitely shoot us a DM with some in-hand photos. I would personally love to see what they look like.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 36 of How to Cop for this Nike SB Dunk collab. Thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. And then for more sneaker news, our available shoes for sale, just anything that we do, click the link in our bio and check that out.
Also, feel free to comment, interact below to let us know what shoe you want to hear about next. But until next episode, peace.